Spe- Speaking of grief, it's clear she's all mixed up with Nathan Prescott's shit. I have no idea what's going on between them, but I'm going to find out no matter what. Well, apparently, Max, I did find out. I've forgotten if I've ever seen Kate Marsh smile or laugh in the past month. Oh, I've already read this one.
You haven't read Rachel's, though.
No, I have not, and I feel like she's going to be something here. Where is Rachel Amber? Even though Blackwell Academy feels so remote and tranquil, you still get sad reminders of reality, like missing person posters literally wallpapered all over campus. I already know her name through osmosis? Osmosis. I guess she was a popular student here in Vanquish 6 months ago. Rachel has a great picture of her on her missing person poster. She looks posed and pretty like a model. Of course, I wonder who took the photo. Did she run away from home? I like to hope so, for her sake. It's so depressing and I feel awful for her parents. What a shitty thing to go through. Sigh. No matter how much Blackwell seems like a secret bubble of knowledge, you can't escape the real world. Alright, let's go to David. Whoa, I swear the security guard is the biggest ass here, and that's saying a lot. He always treats everybody like they've committed a crime or they're about to commit one. He grilled me in the hall today and I thought he was going to arrest me. I don't know much about him, but I heard he was kicked out of the army or something. So of course he would end up at Blackwell Academy in charge of security. Aren't you supposed to feel, I don't know, secure on campus? Bro dude swaggers everywhere with that badge and gun like he's looking to tase somebody. He would make a good photo portrait of authority though. Who does a guy like that marry? I feel sorry for his family. It would be like living in a barracks. Shudder. Just another person I have to avoid at Blackwell. Collect them all. Alright, and for the fuck of it, let's go to the principal. I can't figure out where Principal Wells is coming from for some reason. He seems to be suspicious of me at all times. Who knew I was that much trouble? He wanted to know why I was zoning out in the halls. I stuttered like a fool. He has so much power over my scholarship. I get uber nervous around him. Uber, I hate that word. I've seen him laughing with other teachers and students, so I know he must have a problem with me. He also seems a little stressed out. I would be too if I had to oversee Blackwell and all of its drama. I thought I smelled alcohol in his breath, but that could have been his cologne, right? But I remember my first meeting in his office, and he was so nice and made me feel like I was becoming part of a special world. He said he hoped I would become a great photographer and someday return the favor to Blackwell. I thought that was a bit wishful thinking, but it made me feel good. I just need to lay low around him until I somehow gain his trust. So maybe drinking alcohol a little bit, eh? You're not the boss of me, caption, right? Oh shit, there's so many pages. If you guys don't want to watch this, skip ahead. I'm gonna read this out loud though. Okay. I felt so shitty, I just wanted to get to the bathroom and be alone to wash my face after that nightmare, or daymare. Once I got to the bathroom, I saw this old, beautiful blue butterfly fluttering, and right when I took a photo of it in the corner, Nathan Prescott came in freaking out, talking to himself. I hid in the corner and this punk girl came in and they started arguing about drugs and money. Then Nathan actually whipped out a gun and shot the girl. This is where it gets strange. When Nathan fired the gun, I came around the corner and reached out for some dumb reason, as if I could stop the bullet. But suddenly I could feel the world twisting around me and this pressure in my head. Everything seemed to rewind and I find myself right back in class at my desk. I literally thought I had been closed with some drug until I calmed myself down. I saw everything happen in class the way it did before Major Groundhog Day. What? Oh, the way it did before. Major Groundhog Day, deja vu. Somehow I was able to actually rewind time. I knew the only way to find out if I was having a breakdown was to go back to the bathroom and see if I could save that girl from Nathan this time. I had no idea how either. I just knew I couldn't live with myself if I let her die again. I escaped Jefferson this time by knowing exactly how to answer his questions and rushed to the bathroom. I hid in the corner again and I couldn't believe it when Nathan showed up, freaking out all over again. Then the girl came into the bathroom and before Nathan could shoot her, I smashed open the ancient fire alarm and scared both of them away. Victory! Until I got grilled by the security chief David Madsen, who thinks he's Chuck Norris Blackwell Ranger. Nathan Prescott almost kills a girl in the bathroom, but no, I'm the problem. I was so glad when Principal Wells stepped in to shoo David away. Then I made the possibility possibly fatal decision to inform Principal Wells that I saw Nathan waving a gun in the bathroom. I didn't think I should mention the girl, or my new rewind abilities, for obvious reasons. He didn't want to believe me and almost made me feel like shit for telling him that Blackwell's most big fucking deal student would carry a firearm to class. I couldn't tell him that he actually killed a girl in the previous timeline. ... So my school day started with an apocalyptic dream that ended with saving a life and discovering I have some kind of power to rewind time. I don't know how to top that. Everything feels so surreal right now. I can't talk to anybody about this. Well, the only person I haven't seen in 5 years. I couldn't confide in Warren. He's smart and knows science, so maybe he could even think of an explanation. Though I have no idea what that could be. Until I could figure this out, I better stay on the down low with this stuff and focus on my classes. Warren sent me a text asking for his flash drive back, even though I haven't had a chance to check out all the cool shows and films on there. I watched a few episodes of Doctor Who and X-Files, binged on Full Metal Alchemist, then Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, all kinds of Amazon woman black and white badassery. Tetsuo, a total cyberpunk trip with amazing visuals, and Scott Pilgrim for about the millionth time. On a side note, I saw a missing person poster on campus for Rachel Ambers, a pretty Blackwell student who vanished. It's so sad to see her smiling face when I think about the awful things that could have happened. If there was a way for me to rewind back 6 months, I totally would. I had to go back to the dorm to get Warren's flash drive, and yes, Victoria and her vortex, Vickens, blocked me from getting in, and even took my picture. It was so high school movie. I can't believe she did it. She actually told me to go fuck your selfie. Though it was funny. I don't know why she has to act that way. She already has everything she wants, doesn't she? And she forced me to use my rewind until I finally came up with a way to get her out of my way. I don't want to use this power for trivial bullshit, especially if I have been given an actual gift from the universe, but it did give me a chance to test it out. Bullshit, I got back at her and I'm proud of that. Still, I can't believe I took a picture of Victoria coated in paint for revenge. I must be feeling pretty brave. She vowed revenge, so I guess I've officially made my first enemy at Blackwell. More high school drama. Juliet won't let Dana out of her room because she thought Zachary was sexting Dana. So stupid. I was so tired from everything, and since Dana borrowed Warren's flash drive, I had to intervene. Juliet told me Victoria was the one who gave her the inside scoop on Zach and Dana, so I knew that Victoria was playing them all. I snuck into Victoria's room and onto her laptop and found out that she was indeed lying through her ass just to create drama. Of course I felt like a weasel going through Victoria's room and laptop.
That's interesting.
It has
yeah, it's positive.
Yeah. Oh, it's positive?
Yeah, I think.
The pregnancy test. Oh.
That would be interesting. Juliet was preggo.
Yeah.
More drama.
And I wonder if it was from Zach, although it didn't sound like it, but... And sorry if you guys can't hear my girlfriend. She's over there doing homework, so... But... Yeah, that's who I'm talking to. So I'm not just... That was funny. I'm not just talking to nobody. Once I gave Juliet the proof that Victoria was behind this, I went to see Warren's flash drive from Dana. She was in a weird mood, so I had to look around to see if I could find out why. I found a home pregnancy test, along with a note from Logan and doctor's appointment. Dana admitted she was pregnant, and I realized that... What? When did she admit that? Dana...
No, when did we see that?
Dana admitted she was pregnant, and I realized that all of my friends have troubles.
The pregnancy test. She didn't admit it.
Yeah, and I never knew she was pregnant. I mean, I kind of assumed, but...
Yeah.
Dana... I should have talked to her after... Or maybe I did, I don't remember. Dana admitted she was pregnant, and I realized that all of my friends have troubles that are just as significant as mine. Sigh. I'm starting to get the hang of this whole rewind thing. I don't want to waste this power, but there has to be a reason it was given to me. You know what I just thought, though? I could have talked to Dana and then rewinded it all. Because, I mean, I rewinded a shitload when I was at Chloe's house. I should have done that. I was worried that if I talked to her, it would, like, concrete my choice. But I don't want to waste this power, but there has to be a reason it was given to me, so I better learn how to use it right. I started by saving Alyssa from getting a football-fueled headshot, which both me and Anne were like, whatever. I admit it felt amazing, just to help Alyssa with something as simple as that. That was my favorite part. Is like that happened.
No, that was super dumb, and we were like, oh,
Me and Ann were
wasting
both.
time.
That happened, and it was like rewind, and me and Ann were both like, why? Not even thinking about
She'll be all right.
Not even. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was literally more thinking of like, what was the point of like.
That sucks.
Like what deep meaning was to rewind, but it was just to save her from
I
getting.
found more deep meaning in covering what's her face with paint.
Oh yeah, that was way better. Yeah, that was funny. Just she gets hit in the head, and me and Ann are like, "That's life." But I did rewind it.
Suck it up.
I admit it felt amazing just to help Alyssa with something as simple as that. I also saw David Madison hassling Kate Marsh. I couldn't hear everything, but he was accusing her of something. All that guy had to do is point fingers, so I got pissed. All that guy can do is point fingers. I got so pissed. I went over to stop him from being such a bully. He's a security guard, not a stormtrooper. He was an asshole, as usual, but I felt good about what I did, and Kate seemed truly happy that someone stood up for her. And I did that without using my rewind power. Oh, so she records it if you actually just choose it and not even rewind. This day keeps getting stranger. I don't even believe what I'm writing, and I can't even do a simple task like giving Warren back his flash drive without getting into a situation. In this case though, it turned out half bad and half good, which I guess is the yin and yang of life. When I met with Warren in the lot, I checked out his new retro wheels. Guess who showed up? Nathan Prescott. Freaking out all over again. He got up all in my face to accuse me of bullshit. Even though I was scared because I know what he did to that girl in the bathroom, I was more furious. That's right, I told him to fuck off. Then the girl in the bathroom pulled out in the truck, my former best friend, Chloe Price. We both looked at each other like, what the fuck? WTF? Next thing I knew, I was in her truck as Warren earned his man card and tried to get Nathan off my ass. I like her sense of humor. I owe Warren...
Man card.
Warren earned his man card and tried to get... That's just funny. I owe Warren big time. Seeing Chloe for the first time in 5 years was such a shock, and I was almost paralyzed, especially after realizing that Nathan had almost killed her right in front of me. Now Chloe...
Stop tickling my feet.
Now Chloe shows up out of the blue to save me. Of all the bizarro and unexplainable shit happening today, sitting in Chloe's battered truck listening to music and staring at her dashboard bobblehead might be at the top. So I tried to process the fact that Chloe and I were two best friends who didn't know each other anymore. She had blue hair, piercings, and cool boots, and I looked like a dork. I didn't know where to start, and she wasn't exactly extending an olive branch. So we sat like strangers. At least I had time to catch my breath and realize that in the parking lot, melee with Nathan and Warren, my camera got busted up. I didn't care considering everything else that was going on, but it sucked on top of everything else going on. Alright. Going back to Chloe's old house for the first time in 5 years was like the ultimate rewind. Some things were obviously different, but some things weren't. The house smelled exactly the same as it did when we were growing up. Chloe's room was like an exploded version of her new adult self, cool and chaotic. I could tell she was pissed. She wanted to blaze up and chill, so I explored her room to play catch up on what she was into these days. Yep, just being nosy like always. Then I found a photo of Chloe with Rachel Amber. Chloe freaked and laid into me for not calling her once. I deserved it. She had become best friends with Rachel, and they were going to bail on Arcadia Bay and head out to Los Angeles for fame and fortune. I could tell how much Chloe cared about Rachel since she was the one putting up the posters. I felt even shittier about leaving Chloe alone all those years when she most needed me. You suck, Max. But Chloe is obsessed with Rachel, the missing girl. She says Rachel vanished after meeting some amazing dude, probably some psycho online. Chloe wanted to smoke out and be alone, so I went downstairs to find tools to fix my camera. Snooping deeper, I hit the paranoia jackpot and found a whole mini surveillance setup of Chloe's house with cameras in the halls and some rooms. Truly creepy shit. What kind of uber paranoid puts... Stop saying uber, Max. Puts cameras throughout his own home.
Stop. The word is so 5 years ago.
It's like a year ago, but I just don't like the word. Chloe's... okay. What kind of uber paranoid puts cameras throughout his own home? Chloe's stepfather, I guess. I see why she's got serious attitude. When I got back upstairs, I couldn't fix the stupid camera, but Chloe saw the butterfly photo and knew I was in the bathroom and set off the alarm. Her attitude totally changed and she realized that I'd saved her life. Yeah, now that I really think about it, Chloe did not see that butterfly. I don't know what she's talking about.
I